Oh yeah, baby, you know what time it is. This is the Jotaro Kujo Part 4 bootleg figure that you guys wanted me to review. And from a distance, it doesn't look half bad, but really the devil's in the details. For one, Jotaro looks like he's fucking sick. His face looks super pale for some reason, like he's been bleached. His hands also suffer from this same problem. It's either a factory defect or just a poor paint application altogether. Furthermore, the hands themselves, especially the ones which come pre-attached to the figure, have noticeable mold lines going across them. At least it matches his bleached skin color, I guess. For accessories, he comes with a backpack. It's a much lighter brown compared to the actual thing itself. It just looks bloody horrendous. Moreover, Jotaro comes with an extra hat and head. However, the extra hat piece itself is useless because it cannot even attach to the secondary head. The one that comes with the figure is pretty much stuck on him. At least the legs though stay on the body and articulate much like the original figure, but his diaphragm joint is basically non-existent and doesn't budge at all. Or at least the jacket flaps work, I suppose. You know, I think it's safe to say that while this one is slightly better than the bootleg Dio figure, it is still a terrible bootleg figure, and I do not recommend you buy this thing. This is probably the worst JoJo's Bizarre Adventure bootleg figure I've ever seen. Firstly, this man's hands are humongous, bigger than the Shaq's. His head in relation to his body, well, Jonathan's body, is super fucking small, but why the now a torso? It just looks really awkward and misplaced in comparison to his upper frame and waist joint. Dio has a very floppy ankle joint on his right foot. This allows him to fall down more easily. These bulbous knee joints are both apparent, ugly as fuck, but also brittle as hell it seems. Try not to move it too much, especially his left leg. Of course, this being a bootleg, the figure comes with a very large sweat patch, which covers his whole chest area, including his neck joint too. The small detailed lines on his face and alternate heads are surprisingly good, although in the same fashion as the main head is much too small for the body. He comes with a ton of accessories, hands for days, enough to get Kira aroused, and furthermore includes his iconic signpost and knives. The knives, for the most part, are well detailed for a bootleg, and with a little bit of a black wash on them would look even better. As for the signpost, it looks good, and would have been even better if these weird smudges of shit weren't splattered across the signage. He also comes with a stand, which works, but yeah, anyways. I am not faking this. This is not the genuine Killer Queen. They're not just making your favorite JoJo characters. They're also like starting to make your favorite stands as well. Viewers of the channel have told me about this, and I gotta say, first impressions, oh my god, the devil is really in the details. Massive paint splotch right there on his bicep. Comes right off as well. Yeah, the paint job is definitely very inconsistent. My god, look at that. They just come right off his shins, right? His sandals are just painted so poorly. It's all just like faded out. There you go. Look at that. He just comes apart. You can just break him piece by piece, limb for limb. Nothing sticks. Everything just comes off. One thing that I kind of like about this figure is the fact that they actually got the sculpting right. Pretty good detail. It even shows the little Killer Queen logo right there. I'm not sure if you can see that, but they did sculpt it in there. They definitely did a good job, especially when it comes to the belt, like the crutch piece. This part, I think, is like the best part of this whole package. Not only has, you know, the belt piece painted, it also has a bit of shading on it. Even the gold piece right here, very nicely sculpted. What is most definitely noticeable, these two wings that's coming off the side of his foot. It's like when you cut out an Airfix model, but you just forgot to take out the stems. Quality control is amazing. Also, some of the articulation on this fella does not work at all. These shoulder pads right here, they look like they're meant to go up, you know, maximize the amount of articulation you can do on a really wacky design like this. But unfortunately, it's all just molded one piece. I haven't even gone to the accessories yet. You know what? I have no hope for this. You know how I am when it comes to these flimsy ass stands. Oh my god. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, we have a working display base that can actually display the figure. It's a bloody miracle. We finally did it, boys. Thank you for watching this video.